We had initially planned something that was similar to what we finally ended up with that wasn't really very well received by any of the other designers and architects that I discussed with. And Tony was one that thought this had some promise. So we decided to work with him, and shortly into the process, I concluded my original designs needed some modification, and we did. We worked on it for 9 months. We spent working on the plans and ended up with a multi-level house, which has served all of our needs ever since then.
When the owner of this Bearspaw home called me to discuss listing his home, I was immediately intrigued. I mean, it's got 9 levels, 2 basements, and 3 garages.
When we were designing the house, our architect, he said, with the size of the house you're building, your gas cost is going to be about $600 a year. Well, as it turned out, our total cost, that's not just the cost of the gas, weren't $600 until we actually added a second furnace in the main garage. So our utility costs here currently run around $3,500 a year, and that's split almost equally between gas and electricity. This was a bit of a challenge. We planned in 1984, we built in 1985, and in that period of time, we built the house with a double wall construction.
Oh, that's right, yes.
Standard construction 2x6. We added a 2x3 wall inside of that. So we immediately increased the insulation by 60%. Because the walls are thicker, the window boxes are thicker as well, too. In those window boxes, we then incorporated a vapor barrier seal of about 1 foot, producing a virtually airtight seal.
Rob, how many windows do you have in this house?
Total, about 70.
Oh my goodness.
Most of them on the west side
Right.
and the south side, including the skylights.
Right.
Because the sun comes up in the east, it tracks all the way across these windows. It sets in the west through all of these, so we gain a lot of passive solar radiation.
Oh my gosh, because most people would think that you would lose heat because of all these windows, but it's actually the
The
opposite.
truth is, in the wintertime, the furnaces don't turn on.
Right.
Because
Oh
of
my
the solar
gosh.
gain from
Wow.
these windows. We just don't have it turning on in the winter.
You know what I love? It's that almost every room in this home captures a view. And I especially love the large windows in the kitchen. They look out to the yard and the trees, and it is just such a special spot.
So what we've created in this house is better insulation. That produces a very quiet house. So initially, we added a heat recovery, ventilation, and circulation system, which was turned on in 1985 when the house was built, and for only very short periods since then, for maintenance and for cleaning, has run continuously.
Okay.
So in addition then to having an efficient house, having a quiet house, we now have a safe house.
Perfect.
As well too. Well, we had 3 children, so 2 girls ended up in these bedrooms, which is virtually identical in structure.
My gosh.
Now, Michael got his own bedroom down here. He was happy as a clam. Ellen's sewing room was right here.
Yep.
She was happy for the longest time
course.
until she expanded. I had a study area here, I had a study area here, and I had another one in the workroom in the basement. I could go anywhere I wanted. The master suite involves the whole second level of the house. The bedroom itself has a couple of unique features, one of which is the windows. So plenty of light, of course, and also have a similar window configuration in the master bathroom, which has 2 sinks, a makeup mirror in between, and a double jetted jacuzzi tub. The second set of windows looks out into the living room. Another benefit is a private balcony that can't be accessed from anywhere but the bedroom. So this balcony has a view not only of the living room, but also out through the windows as well.
It's such a pretty spot there. I love that.
And the final door leads to a catwalk, which leads to another sitting space, again overlooking the living room. and looking through the upper floor windows as well. So it gets quite an interesting view there. It also has a set of stairs which access the main level of the house. We had all of this space for sort of eating and doing the usual things. For the first 17 years, we had no furniture in the living room, almost the same as it stands now. So our children would cartwheel from one end to the next without bumping anything at all. It was wonderful.
Fun.
Yes. This one is about 1,000 square feet and 29 feet from floor to the peak. The stairwell is solid oak, and it incorporates 39 3x3 pane windows. It has a full-length stone wall. The stone here and in the living room comes from Kootenay Stone Works in Salmo in BC. This room is essentially a big family room or a sunroom, and it has skylights above, windows to the back.
Yeah. I was commenting to somebody that the carpet, the linoleum, those are original, yes?
They are.
And they look like they're brand new.
They're all original. Yes, we haven't changed.
Well, or even your kitchen. When I was taking a look at just...
Well, the same thing, the cabinetry.
It's a perfect addition. It's amazing. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we have the kitchen area, which is separated by a built-in table and cabinet area. So coming in then from the back entrance, instead of going up to the main level, if you turn right, you go into the 6th level of the house, which is a guest suite.
When we're working with clients who are also looking for a home for extended family as well, this is the kind of home that would be perfect for them. You've got the bedrooms on the main part of the home, plus you've also got the in-law suite on the walkout basement, which is great because then everybody's got their privacy, but there's still lots of areas for everybody to come together too. And the in-law suite, well, that's just the first of 2 basements. Separate from this suite and down another short flight of stairs is another area of the home that's been used for a variety of purposes. Our clients love to use it for sewing and quilting on a large scale. So why 3 garages?
The short answer to that is Macintosh's law.
Yep.
The volume of junk expands to fill the space available. So we built, I wanted a 6-car garage and a 600 square foot house. 5 years after, I'd filled the garage, all 3 levels. So the next thing was build another garage.
And then?
Unfortunately, 10 years after that, I'd filled that one too. So we then added a 3rd one behind this. And interestingly enough, a 4th one was planned, but the landscape convener put her foot down and said, no more.
No more garages for you.
So there is the original evergreen.
Oh, right here.
That one. It's the only one that was on the
Oh my
block when we
goodness,
started.
isn't that so? It's like being in bound. This is without doubt one of the most unique homes that I've ever been in. And Rob and Ellen know this home isn't going to be for everybody, and that the new owners are probably going to want to make their own changes and updates to reflect their own tastes. But for the right person, when they wind up the drive, when they cross that threshold and step inside, they're just going to feel it. They'll know that this is the one.
It would be nice to have someone who appreciates the surroundings and is prepared to take them on. Acreages are not city lots where you mow the grass once a week and that's all you have to do. There are things that need to be done on an ongoing and continuous basis. So you really need to have a love of the environment that you're in. And if you do, and if you give it the time and the effort, it'll be a wonderful spot to live.